Hello watchers, it's your boy Keenan again, doing a pair programming with Samuel. We are going to be doing chapter 5. We are going to be doing chapter 5, page 122. This one involves lots of aliens and biological processes. I know it's not biology, but bear with me. So let's start off with our first question. 5.3-3, your pick. Alien colors number 1. Imagine an alien was just shot down in a game. Create a variable called alien color and assign it a value of green, yellow, or red. Write an if statement to test whether the alien's color is green. If it is, print a message that says the player got 5 points. And then write a version of this program that passes the if test and another that fails. So the one that fails will have no output. So let's check it out. We got this. So we got one that's going to check if its color is green, and one that's going to check if its color is green, but it's going to then be set to red. So let's see. Going from the top, as it said, if we are going to be getting a green alien, it's going to check to see if alien color is the same, which they are, and then we get the statement, you earned 5 points. You just earned 5 points. Now, we set the alien color to red, and it's going to check to see if alien color is equal to green. Let's add a couple of X's there, just so that we can see if there's a change. And, what do you know? It does not show up. Because alien color is not most the same. Red and green are not the same thing. Okay. That makes sense so far? Pretty light start. Make sense? Okay, I'm gonna assume yes. Okay, cool, rad, awesome. So now let's go check 5.4. Alien colors number 2. So now we're going to choose a color for an alien just as we did before, and then we're going to write an if-else chain. So it's going to check to see if the alien's color is green, print a statement that the player earned 5 points. If the alien's color isn't green, print a statement that the player just earned 10 points. Write one version of this program that runs the if block and another that runs the else block. We got that in mind. We got to do 2. So 5.4. We set in an alien color to green, rad. Here's our first if-else. It's going to check to see if the check the alien's color and apply the if-else. Tongue-tied today. Not very articulate. Anyway, we're going to apply the if-else chain. So it's green, so it's going to check if it's green, then you're going to earn 5 points for shooting the alien. Guess what? Boom, we earned it. 5 points for shooting the alien. Now, while it does print you just earn 10 points for shooting the alien, it's not quite the case. And we can test that by my own version of little cheeky debugging by adding shmush. You just earned 10 points for shooting the alien. There's no crosses, so our else did not execute. But now here's the instance where it does. Now we've set it to red just as we did before. Our first condition is if he's equal to green, we get 5 points, else then we get the 10 points. And because that is not the same to green, it will print whatever's left, which is our 10 points. Easy stuff. Cool. Any questions? Okay, rad. I'm assuming, yeah, I heard you correctly, right? Yes. No questions. Rad. Now we're going to do 5.5, alien colors 3. Now we're going to turn our if-else chain from literally one before into an if-else chain. So now we've got 3 outcomes for 3 colors. If the alien's green, we get 5 points. If it's yellow, we get 10 points. If it's red, we get 15 points. Awesome. We are going to have to write 3 versions of this program, making sure that each message is printed for the appropriate color alien. So let's dive into it and let's have a look, shall we? We set the alien's color to green, and we got the check-in to see if it's green, we get 5 points. Else if it's equal to yellow, we get 10 points, else we get 15. You dig? So this is our first outcome. We got green, we change its variable to yellow, run the same code, and we get red, run the same code. And you'll see it prints them just as such, 5, 10, and 15. We didn't get a double case of 5, a double case of 10, 15, whatever. There were no repeats. So we can see it worked. Okay, now 5.6. Stages of life. Write an if, else chain that determines a person's stage of life. Set a value for the variable age, and then, now I'm going to burn through these bullet points and I'm going to break them down. If the person is less than 2 years old, he's a baby. If he's at least 2 years old but less than 4, he's a toddler. If 4 years old but less than 13, it's a kid. If they are 13 but less than 20, they're a teenager. If they're 20 but less than 65, adult. At 65 or older, they're an elder. Yeah, that's the gist of it. Now we can see here we have set the age to 30 just to check adult. And now we start with our if and elif chain. If age is greater than 2, print you're a baby. Elif age is greater than 4, you're a toddler. If it's greater than 13, you're a kid. So on and so on and so on and so on. And then finally, we don't incorporate the elder because there's no need to. Because the else would be you are an elder. And we can see we have printed you are an adult because it's 30. Let's test it. Let's set it to 65 on the dot. Let's give it a run. You are an elder. Why? Because 65, because age is still technically not greater than 65. It's the same. So if we wanted to work out exactly as is, we would put n equals to and less than or equals to. But now in this case, it's simply just if it's greater than 65. So let's do greater than 65. Let's do 76. Still an elder. Okay, so that is the gist of the stages of life. Any questions? Swagger. So now we're going on to 5.7. Your favorite fruit. We are going to make a list of our favorite fruits, and we're going to write a series of independent if statements that check for certain fruits in our list. First, we're going to make a list for our 3 favorite fruits and then call it favorite fruits. Then we're going to write 5 if statements. Each should check whether a certain kind of fruit is in your list and if the fruit in your list. If the fruit in your list is in your list. Sorry. My God, I had a moment. Ignore me. So it's going to check if it's in the list. The if block should print a statement such as, you really like bananas, if there's bananas in the list. So let's have a squiz here. We got our favorite fruits. We got apple, nana, and cherry. We can modify this. So now we're going to check for each fruit and print the message if it's in the list. So if banana is in favorite fruits, so now we're checking to see if the string itself banana is in our list. It'll print you really like bananas. Another independent if, the apple string is in fruits, it'll print you really like apples. And the same for cherry, orange, grape, if they are in there. Now the case is, orange and grape aren't in there, so we don't get any outcomes for those. Hence the if. Its hidden else is nothing. So we've already run the code, we can already see the code. You really like nanas, you really like apples, and finally, you really like cherries. With nothing for oranges or grapes. Okay. Any further questions? Any complaints? Anything that makes sense? I'm assuming yes. Or no. Technically, no. No more questions, or yes, no more questions. Which is the correct one? Awesome. Then, thank you. Guys, that was chapter 5 with Samuel. Thank you all for watching. Catch you next time on chapter 6.